Been practicing all week long. We're into the whole March Madness craze. We have 16 teams seeded 1 through 16. The top teams as they currently stand in the National Football League based on the offseason moves to date. We saw your Elite Eight. We got it down to the Elite Eight. Now it's time to get things down to the Final Four and to the championship game. And again, for all those back in the league offices who are a little hinky about this, this has
no coin,
no cash value.
None.
None at all. Here we go. The Final Four. Solomon Wilcots. Who do you have?
Yeah, we started at 16. We get down to the Final Four. We have the Patriots advancing to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are one of those scary teams. And then also, how about this? A rematch of last year's divisional round. San Diego Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts.
And the same thing as well with the Patriots and the Jaguars. And all AFC, there's no Super Bowl champs are out at this point in time?
I believe that the top 4 teams in the AFC are better than maybe the best team in the NFC, and here's the reason why. You take a look at the quarterback play. It's been consistent for a long time, that of Tom Brady. We know what he did last year, putting up historical numbers. And then David Garrard, I think, is a rising star. His ability to protect the football and still make plays. And what more can you say about Peyton Manning? These 3 teams are certainly, I think, a cut above. And you factor in what Phillip Rivers is doing with LaDainian Tomlinson and that defense for the Chargers. Yeah, they're my best 4.
All right, Marshall, let's take a look at your bracket right now. The Marshall Falk's Final Four right now, and we take a look at the bracket, and
it's somewhat like Solomon.
Eerily similar.
Just a little bit.
We agree on a lot of things, and right here you see we definitely look at the Patriots and we see the Jaguars, both of them advance, and that's a great matchup. We just saw that. And of course, you got the Colts, and you have Baltimore, you have, I want to call them Indianapolis Colts. Right. You have them in the Chargers. So 2 good matchups right there, and I like them both.
Well, I know our graphics department thanks you for choosing the same thing.
It was easy.
So let's get right down to it now. The Final Four is set. The Final 2 and champion that you believe the best 2 teams and then the best team in the NFL, Solomon Wilcots, as it currently stands, would be which teams?
I think the team that would advance past the championship game and actually win it, I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts are one of those teams, let's face it, they can put points on the board. They do have the defense to go along with it.
But they're not taking on the top-seeded Patriots. You have the Jaguars?
I do have Jacksonville moving on. That's why I have Jacksonville beating them. Remember, they were just a Dennis Northcutt drop away from beating them last year.
Right.
And let's face it, I don't know that Jacksonville, though, in a championship game against the Colts would have the firepower to outscore Peyton Manning, and then that defense getting to Jacksonville. Remember, in the 6 years that Tony Dungy has been with Indianapolis, they've beaten Jacksonville 9 out of the 12 times and scored an average of 22 points per game. I don't know that Jacksonville has enough firepower on offense to match
You know what? We agree on a lot of things, Solly, but this is one we don't agree on. I do see Jacksonville moving on to beat the New England Patriots. I see the Colts moving on to beat the Chargers. But I look at Jacksonville, and I think Garrard, after last year and what he did